Evil spell. Pentagram. Wolfman. Oh, I'm sick of the whole thing. I'm going to get out of here.
Whoever is bitten by a werewolf and lives becomes a werewolf himself.
Mike's Movie Madness.
I'm 32 years old. I'm not Michael J anymore, damn it. Like, I'm on my knees at the computer, and I've got imprints of the floor on my knees. And my knees are so cramped.
Mike's Movie Madness.
Every year it's about Donald.
Actually, his death day is coming up in a few weeks. It's February 2nd.
Shame it wasn't like that movie with Bill Murray, and he keeps dying every single day. He wakes up and dies a different way. I died 7 times. I died while taking a bath.
Mike's Movie Madness.
What the fuck is that?
Alright, and welcome here to an all-new Mike's Movie Madness. I am Mike, and with me as always is Rich. How are we tonight, Rich?
Better. Better than yesterday.
Better than yesterday.
Yes.
It really wasn't that much of a problem yesterday, I guess. I mean, I know we had our little issue with the show. This is our second show of the week.
Yes, because this is what happens when you don't pay attention. You delete a whole show.
But like I said, it's better in a sense that the other show was deleted, because I was able to watch a film that I talked about ordering in the last show. It came this morning, so I was able to watch it, called The Sleeper. Now, this is an indie horror film that it takes place in the 80s, and it actually feels like an 80s horror movie. I love it. And Justin Russell, who produced and directed and wrote the thing, I am in love with him right now.
So you have a man crush. You have a man crush on this person.
Yes, he is amazing to me. This movie is $14.99 on Amazon. You need to get this movie. It is well worth the money.
Do you ever look for movies on eBay?
I do on occasion. Here's my process. If I'm looking for a movie, I'll go to Amazon first to see if it's available.
Uh-huh.
If it is, then if Amazon's price on the marketplace is still kind of I'll go to eBay and take a look.
Okay. So you don't right out the gate.
Oh, God, no. Oh, God, no.
Because there's so many times that I'll go to eBay.
Right.
And it'll be down to like 5 minutes. It'll be 99 cents and $2 shipping.
Right.
Like, hell yeah, you can't beat that.
Right. And, dude, I feel you, because I would do that. I mean, but see, here's my thing. If I go to Amazon and the marketplace price is cheap, I hardly ever pay full price for anything. Whether it be like a DVD or a Blu-ray or anything, if I go to Best Buy, I'll buy it if it's on sale.
Yeah.
Or if I go to Amazon, Amazon's usually cheap enough as it is. But I never pay full price.
Yeah,
I mean, you're a sucker if you pay full price. That's how I look at it. The only thing that I would pay full price for is if it was a super duper deluxe edition of Halloween 6 that I could not get anywhere else. And I guess the cheapest I could find it for was like $100. I would have to pay that, because I would need it because it's Halloween 6.
Now, you would pay that much for a
I would.
super duper special edition?
I've paid when Anchor Bay first released the director's cut of Army of Darkness on DVD as a limited edition. I think it was limited to maybe 25,000 or 30,000 DVDs, and I couldn't find it anywhere. I found it on eBay. You know how much I paid for it?
$30.
$50.
50.
$50.
Damn.
And then Anchor Bay reissued it 2 years after I bought it as the bootleg cut, and it was available everywhere for less than $20.
That's disgusting.
I know.
It's just like a big, fuck you.
Yeah, I know. And like I said, I had the limited edition set, and I paid, actually it was with shipping, it was $55.
That's kind of like what they're doing with the Fright Night Blu-ray. Not the remake, but the
original. Yeah. They're I think they're gone.
200
Actually.
on eBay.
Oh, dude, I believe it because
I was so sick. I was like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "I'm not paying that."
I paid because you buy it brand new because it's a limited release. It was only limited to like 3,000 copies.
Yeah.
I bought it from what is that site? I think it's like a Screen Gems thing. Like it's like how I told you before. Warner Brothers has like the Warner Archives, where you can get like the DVD on demand. Well, that's what this is for Sony. It's like DVD and Blu-ray on demand, and that's how Fright Night is. But they're limiting it to 3,000 copies.
But the whack thing is that it has no special features,
except for an isolated music track, which I don't even consider that a special feature.
Yeah, that does not count. The only thing I consider special features are deleted scenes and commentary.
Right. Well, you know what, though? Honestly, commentary is becoming sort of the norm on a lot of releases, so I can't even really consider... Dude, on DVDs now and Blu-rays, they don't even put that under special features in most cases. Now it's more so under the settings as like another audio track.
I had a fucking movie and I couldn't find the commentary. And I was like, it says commentary on here.
Right.
And I'm flicking around through the menus, and there it was under the settings.
Right, and you know what it is? Sometimes I notice they don't even list commentary anymore. You have to, like, go, and if you go into the settings, then, you're in for a surprise if it has a commentary track on it. Otherwise, you wouldn't know, you know what I mean?
Oh, see, I would be mad if they didn't put that on the box, because that's how I buy it. I look at the box, I have to look for commentary, see who's giving the commentary, and then that determines whether or not I'm going to buy it.
Right. Oh, definitely. Well, that's the whole thing. Well, the Sleeper DVD has commentary by that Justin Russell, the guy who wrote it, produced it, and directed it. So that's something I want to dive into. And it also has an hour-long featurette on the making of the movie, because they shot it in 13 days.
Wow.
So, yeah, I mean, I think that's, that's pretty amazing.
How did they shoot that so fast?
I don't know. Well, the same thing was that movie Down the Road that we went to the screening for. I think they shot that in 12 or 13 days, too. Because I think what they do is they just, basically, they get the camera, they get their cast, and they just go
out.
Right, and they just do it. And I'm thinking, I know people suggested, with my film Camp Out Nightmare, people suggested when I resume in May that I do that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm thinking about doing that, but it's kind of tough because a lot of the people that I have secured for the movie work, so it's like they don't want to. I guarantee you they're not going to be able to take 13 days off of work or so to...
You know what we could do?
What's that?
We go down to Home Depot. We get there real early. We get like 5 or 6 Mexicans. We have them come, and we shoot a Camp Out Nightmare Spanish edition.
But you got to understand, those Mexicans wouldn't, look as good as the most of the.
It's all foreign market.
No.
It's all foreign market. They're gonna be like, hey, It's fucking Julio.
Oh, yo. Oh, my God. That's... I couldn't, yeah. No show would be complete without my coughing fit. I'm actually on ScreenArchives.com right now. I'm checking on Fright Night from there. And I will see...
You looking at the remake, or are we looking
No,
at
I'm looking at the original from Twilight Time to see if they have any left. Oh... I don't want CD and DVD. I want
If you can
DVD.
find Part 2, the DVD special edition, please let me know. That one is fucking hard to find, too.
Right, well, let me tell you, I don't have a special edition, but I just got from somebody on iOffer, they had a widescreen version of Fright Night Part 2.
Did it have the commentary and stuff?
It has no commentary, no menus, no commentary, it's just a movie, but it is in widescreen and it is taken from an HD source.
That's not bad. The special edition one, though, I'm looking for, it came with commentary, and it had a whole bunch of fucking extras. And one of them, it came with, like, a coffin.
Really?
Yeah.
For Fright Night 2?
It was Fright Night Part 1 or Part 2 came with the coffin. But I know Part 2 had a shitload of bonus features and stuff, and it was only released to DVD for, like, 1 year or 2 years.
Really?
Yeah, in Horror Hound, they do that, it's not the video invasion where the guy talks about the old VHSs.
Right.
It's the, actually, I think it was because they did that whole issue about the Fright Night remake. So they were just talking about releases of the original and the sequel.
Really? I'm wondering, I'm here. I'm looking, I'm on Google right now, I'm going to, as we're talking. See, that's one of the benefits of doing the show. Like last week I told you I was on my knees doing the show. Not the case for this week's show. I'm actually sitting in a chair, and I'm at the computer, so I'm actually going to try to look it up as we're on the air here, trying to...
That's good. I'm glad you're actually thinking of your posture this time.
Yeah, because I'll tell you, like I said, last week when I got up, my knees were in terrible shape. There was imprints of the floor on my knees. Well, let's see. I see a Fright Night Part 2 Special Edition petition.
Yeah, fuck those petitions. I see fucking
they don't
Facebook
work.
petitions and shit.
Yeah, they don't work. It's unfortunate, but no, they do not work. I see nothing about anything with a special edition of Fright Night 2 at this point. Yeah, I don't see anything, unfortunately.
The only place you're only going to be able to find it on, like, a secondary market, and it's going to be pre-owned.
Right.
But I would fucking buy it.
Oh, no. Is that one that you would probably, like, let's say you could only find it for $100. Would you spend $100 on that?
Saying that, okay, we'll say it's right after tax return, and I have a couple grand.
Yeah.
Yes, I would drop $100 on that.
Totally would.
Yes.
What if it was any other point during the year? And they only had...
Is there a buy now and best offer? Can I make a best offer?
It's just a flat out $100 free shipping, the only copy that they have.
Is it at least new? Or was it previously viewed?
It's pre-owned. It's opened. It's unsealed, but it's in excellent condition.
See, I probably wouldn't, and then I would be pissed and regret it that I didn't do it, because then I would see, like, 10 minutes later somebody else bought it.
Right.
And then there I am. I'm fucked for the rest of my life. Or until the next couple years.
Right. So you would go out on a limb then and pick it up, pretty much.
Yes, I probably would, and I probably wouldn't hear the fucking end of it. I'd probably get bitched at. I'd hide it. Actually, that's what I would do. I would hide the fact of how much I paid for it.
Right. You would say, okay, it was $20.
Yeah. 20 is like the limit. Like, I was
Right.
be like, yeah, it was $20.
Right.
And they charged me $3 shipping. I paid $23.
Right. So $23. That's not bad. That should that should prevent you from, you wouldn't get bitched at for that, basically.
Exactly. I wouldn't have to hear, why the fuck would you spend that much money for a movie?
Right.
Because
Whereas,
somebody talks about it.
yeah, but that's the best part.
Thank you. You know, I
Especially,
try to explain that shit, and they think I'm fucking retarded.
well, have they ever listened to a commentary?
No. My wife,
Yes.
if I put on the commentary,
Right.
she will just go to sleep.
Okay,
She refuses to sit there and listen to it. She says it doesn't make any sense. Why
That's
does she want to hear
unfortunate.
somebody explain a movie as she's watching it?
that's unfortunate, because there are some really good commentary tracks out there. Really, really good ones. I'm trying to think of one that I listened to that, you know what? There was, I forget what movie it was, but there was...
The super bad commentary, dude, had me
Is that-
fucking dying.
Really? How about, have you ever listened to the commentary, I'm not talking about the recent commentary, the 1995 commentary for Clerks?
No.
Do you have Clerks?
Yes, I have Clerks, but
Do you have the Clerks X, the 10th anniversary?
no.
You don't have that
No,
one.
I do not.
What Clerks do you have?
I have just a regular ripped version of Clerks.
Okay, okay. Alright. Alright. Since I have Clerks on Blu-ray, and it has all the features of my Clerks X 10th anniversary DVD set, I'm gonna send you my Clerks X DVD. It's a 3-disc set.
And this has commentary on it.
It has the theatrical version of the movie plus the original 104-minute cut of the movie.
Really?
And there's commentary on both versions, and there's the commentary on the theatrical version is, I guess, was recorded in 1995, and it was on the first DVD release of Clerks. It is one of the funniest commentaries I think I've ever listened to.
Now, does Dante and Randall give commentary on there too?
Oh, let me think. I'm trying to think, dude. Dante is there. I don't think Randall is on the original commentary, but he does commentary on the extended cut, I think, with Kevin Smith. Because there was a big falling out between Randall, Jeff Anderson, and Kevin Smith in real life.
Really?
After Clerks, yes. And they go into that on the disc, so I'm not going to bore everybody with that here, but they go into that on the disc. But let me tell you, this commentary for Clerks that was recorded in 95 basically has, the whole time, Jason Mewes is like drunk, passed out most of the time, and everybody's commenting on how bad Jay Mewes looks.
I had seen him do a couple interviews,
Uh-huh.
like when he was real bad on shit,
Right.
and he looked fucking horrible.
Oh.
Like, the way he looks now, though, like, you wouldn't believe it was the same person.
Oh, I know. And I met him, and he was at actually the same Monster Mania where I met Malcolm McDowell in 2010.
Uh-huh.
Jay Mewes was at the table next to his.
Did you get an autograph?
I did get an autograph, and I got a picture with Mr. Mewes. He was very, very nice, and I had my Clerks 2 wristband.
You had a
that
Clerks 2 wristband.
Yes, that I got from Jay and Silent Bob's Secret Stash in Red Bank, New Jersey. I love Clerks 2.
And did you tell him what a fan you are?
Oh, yes. I told him that his relationship with Kevin Smith, I told him that Clerks 2, like the Dante and Randall relationship is like the epitome of a relationship that I had with a friend of mine, and we're kind of not that close anymore, unfortunately, because he is with a girl, and they're getting married, and we've kind of just fallen off, I guess you could say.
You've been replaced with a female.
Pretty much. Which, you know, you had to expect that, because, you know, sex wins out over friendship.
It does win out a lot of times.
Right. And that's just unfortunate. Yeah, it's just a shame.
Except, whenever I used to like to party a lot back in the day.
Right. Uh-huh.
And, I was with this girl.
Right.
And, like, you know, she loved me to death. But I just wanted to get fucked up and go party all the time.
Right.
So, you know, I just kind of abandoned her.
Uh-huh.
And then she never wanted to speak to me again after that. So some time goes by, a couple months, and I'm like, I've been up like 2 fucking nights just partying.
Right.
And I run into this girl. And she wants to fucking talk and, like, you know, get in that real deep conversation.
Wow.
And I'm so fucking high.
Uh-huh.
That I'm not listening to a word she says.
Oh, God.
And I got fucking, you know, coke on me and shit.
Holy shit, you were really into the hard stuff.
Yeah, and I'm sitting there thinking, like, please stop talking. I just want to go do a line in the bathroom.
Holy shit.
And she's like, I just want to tell you, you know, I'm sorry for the way things happen. And I'm thinking, you're sorry? I'm the one who fucking got shit-faced and just fucking, you know, avoided you.
Right.
And then she's trying to get me a hug and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, please, God, don't fucking touch me. Because at that point,
right,
I don't want physical contact from anybody.
Right.
I don't want people touching me.
Right. That's completely understandable. So wait, so how long has it been since you've done the hard stuff?
Oh, shit. 6, 7 years.
Ah, well, that's good at least. But well then, you know what, since you've done it, then you can tell me. Now, I've made films about people that do drugs. Mainly Crossroads, and I started shooting a sequel, Crossroads 2. And in Crossroads 2, which was never completed, I have footage where I have people doing cocaine, and they're supposed to be doing cocaine, but it's actually a mix between Sweet and Low and Sugar.
Uh-huh. That's okay.
That's screen accurate, you think?
Sugar and Sweet and Low?
Yeah.
No.
No. That's not screen accurate, because that's what I had the people doing.
No, they actually snorted that shit?
Actually, I think my one friend, the one who's getting married now, for a scene, yes, he did actually snort something up his nose. That was Sugar or Sweet and Low. I don't remember which.
If I ever make it to where I get to do an actual role, and they're like, okay, Rich, this scene, we need you to do drugs. I'm not going to do fake shit that's going to fucking burn my nose and not do anything. I'll be like, you give me 15 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm going to go get something real, and we're going to make this scene fucking work.
Right. But now, are you afraid that if you were to do that it would get you back into it again?
No, see, coke isn't like you don't get physically addicted to snorting coke.
Yes.
It's just like it's something you can do, and you'll want it while you're on it. But once you go to sleep and wake up, it's like, okay, maybe next week or a week after I'll do some more.
Right, but it's not like a constant need, so to speak.
No. Now, for crack smokers, I don't know. I've seen crackheads, and they look like they're physically addicted. So maybe it's, you know, how would they make it? Different reaction?
Right, yeah, I don't know, I wonder. Now you're making me wonder, I don't know. Different.
And see, I always idolized fucking Robert Downey Jr. I always thought he was fucking cool, because I was like, here's this dude.
Right.
He's big-time actor, and he knows how to fucking party. Like, he'll just go get it in.
Right.
But then I found out, like, Robert Downey Jr. is fucking breaking down a fucking ounce of coke on his chauffeur's table, cooking it in the crack and shit. I was like, oh, okay, so he took it to a little extreme.
Right.
It's like, I'm not trying to go that far.
No, you wouldn't, so you wouldn't, like, consider yourself to turn into, like, the next Robert Downey Jr. then?
Oh, well, no, I mean, I wouldn't go off fucking smoking crack and shit.
Right.
But, if I had, like, $100 million,
yeah,
I'd get fucked up every day, because why not?
Right.
I'm rich. What else do I got to do?
Right, pretty much at that point, you know, you really need something to pass the time, and why not? I guess.
I mean, I figure you could fly anywhere and
right.
party with anybody you want to.
Pretty much, you can go all around the world.
And, you know, you can never get younger, so might as well just enjoy the day.
Right, because, you know, when your youth is gone, then what else you got? You know what I mean? Yeah, pretty much. You have nothing else at that point.
Then you become that old guy. It's like, oh, hey, let's get so-and-so. He'll do a cameo.
Right.
Like Charlton Heston.
Yeah, right.
Like, really, I mean, after he hit a certain age, it was like, man, I can't believe this is Charlton Heston, you know, doing fucking cameos like this, and he just looks so fucking withered.
Yeah, right? He just, yeah, definitely does not look himself, you know what I mean? Definitely not at all. I mean, oh boy. But, speaking of that, did you get wind of, what's hitting Blu-ray this week?
No, I did not.
Well, we have a nice little list here, and when I say, little, I do mean little.
Yeah, I know
not
it's
a
not
lot.
going to be a, you know, an Uber week for Blu-rays.
Yeah, it sucks, really. Well, no, I can't say that it sucks. There are a select few titles, good that are coming out. Drive, hits Blu-ray and DVD this week. Did you see that one?
I fucking hate it. I hate that movie, and I don't ever want to see that movie.
Did I tell you? What was it? I saw, because I'm friends with Don May Jr. on Facebook from Synapse, and he actually said that Drive was going to be a blind buy for him this week.
Oh, that's horrible.
That he ordered it, and he was like looking forward to watching it. I think Amazon had it for $20.
Fuck
so it's
that. That is a ripoff.
Yeah.
It's not even worth your time to bootleg on a fucking torrent.
No. So even downloading it, you wouldn't recommend wasting your time or your internet resources to download it.
There's much better things out there to be downloaded.
Imagine if somebody wanted to download that movie and they downloaded Drive, and that was the one movie that got them busted for piracy.
That would be fucking hilarious.
The one movie that you get busted for downloading is Drive.
And it turns out, like, hey, you know, you've downloaded so many movies, but when you downloaded Drive, we got you.
Yeah.
So what do you have to say about Drive? It was the worst movie ever.
Yeah, or they haven't downloaded any movies, and they figured they'd pop their downloading cherry by downloading Drive.
Dude, I'm still waiting for for a story to hit the news like that. Like some fucking kid, he's like 23, 24,
yeah, right?
Out of college, just got out of college, never did anything wrong.
Right, goody two-shoes.
Just wants to see a movie. Like, oh, maybe it's The Dark Knight Rises. Maybe he can't get tickets. Maybe they're all sold out for a fucking week, and he wants to see it. So he downloads it, and bam! Not even 48 hours later, FBI kicks in his door. Yeah.
Oh my, that would really suck. That really would. I mean, horrible. That'd be bad. Real bad.
What's crazy is that there's even fucking government task force that goes out and does this shit.
Yeah, I think there's more important things to worry about than who's downloading what.
Exactly. Go worry about the fucking kid who's holding up fucking liquor stores.
Right.
Or how about the old guy who's raping little girls in the alley.
Right. Or put more fucking people out there worrying about the terrorists and shit like that.
Not even terrorists. Fuck terrorists.
Well, yeah, they do get fucked.
And then here's another thing.
Right.
See, I was watching the news.
Yeah.
All these guys get in trouble because they pissed on the dead bodies of the fucking guys they were fighting.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Okay, what do you think goes on in a war?
Right.
So we're not mad that you shot this motherfucker's head off.
Right.
You know, and then drug him and threw him in a mass grave.
Right.
Pissing on him? Oh, you've gone
That's
too far.
not allowed.
There.
Yep.
You can't piss on a dead body. You
Right.
can shoot its head off, strip it down naked, take trophies, throw him in a mass grave.
Right.
But you piss on them, and that's crossing the line.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Yeah, some people need to get their priorities straight with that type of thing, I think, really.
It's the fucking... Dude, what it is stupid, middle-class people that
Right.
are just fucking blind to everything.
Well, that's pretty much all of a lot of the middle class is blind to everything, I think.
Yeah, they're beyond stupid. It's like... I feel like it's like the 40s and the 50s, like that Leave It to Beaver.
Right.
Is trying to make a comeback. When Leave It to Beaver, it wasn't even like that when Leave It to Beaver was out.
Right.
Life
No, it
will
wasn't.
never be like that, and it never was like that.
No. They just they had, shows like that back in the day because that was for people to, escape from their everyday lives.
Yeah, it was like, wouldn't this be nice if this did exist? It doesn't, but here's an hour once a week where we can pretend it does.
Right. That's 100% right. Then you have Star Trek, The Next Generation sampler comes out this week as well.
Mike, that was an awesome segue.
I know, wasn't it?
That was. Dude, you flew into that perfectly. You just, glided right in there.
Yeah, I just
and
was like...
moving on, we got some Star Trek.
Yeah, right?
Good.
Moving on, we got Star Trek. From pissing on soldiers to Star Trek. But, you get everything with this show.
Yeah, I think we've covered everything in this episode.
I mean, I don't even know how far in we are at this point, but I think that we're
only at the halfway mark, and
really?
we just covered fucking 2/3 of everything there is to cover in the world.
Oh, totally. But you're a Next Generation fan, aren't you?
Yes.
Yeah. I've never gotten into that. I'm strictly the original series thing. I've never gotten into Next Gen. Maybe I will one of these days.
So you
then
never sat down and had the debate about who would win in a fight, Captain Picard or Captain Kirk?
Well, the only thing I know of Picard is I saw Star Trek Generations.
What did you think about it?
I enjoyed it. But definitely in a fight, I think Patrick Stewart could kick William Shatner's ass, but that's just me.
Yes, no, you're right. Everybody knows that. And if people would say that wouldn't happen in a fight, are just fucking kidding themselves.
They're denying it.
Yeah,
they're in denial. Yeah, exactly.
I like Captain Kirk.
Right.
Bill's a great man.
He is.
But Jean-Luc Picard would open a can of whoop ass.
That's right. Good shit. Then you have Transformers Dark of the Moon 3D edition.
Wouldn't waste my money.
Yeah, even though it's packed with features. Yeah. It's probably got a commentary or two on it, but you know what? That's a movie like Transformers. I probably wouldn't watch the commentary on that.
And I can't even watch these fucking 3D movies because they don't make them Like they should with the fucking red and green glasses.
Right. Yeah, it's you know.
They're telling me I need a special TV with the special tinted glasses and a special DVD player.
Yeah, you need the 3D Blu-ray. If you don't have that, then you're not going to see shit. Actually, probably no. It won't even read the disc. If you try to put a 3D disc in a regular Blu-ray player, it won't even read it.
That's outrageous.
I know. I don't know why.
Now, not only did I just buy a Blu-ray player, but that means in the future, let's say 3D becomes the fucking standard.
Yeah.
That means in a couple years I have to go buy another Blu-ray player because it won't play the new Blu-rays.
Well, there was talk that, what is it, the Max Blu-ray now is like a 50 gig disc. It's a dual layer.
Damn.
They were thinking at one point to make like a quadruple layer disc that held up to 200 gigabytes.
Damn, man. Do you know how much fucking info you could put on one disc?
Right. And then, see, but the thing is, you know, that's as big as some hard drives.
Yeah.
And see, well, the thing is that if you, I had a brain fart for a second. The thing is that you wouldn't technically need a new player. You would probably just have to update the one that you would have currently. Or I think they would make it so PlayStation 3s would, what do you call it? You know, you'd be able to update those. But I think any other models, any other models, I think you'd need to get another player. I don't know if you heard this, but Xbox, the next Xbox to come out, is rumored to have Blu-ray support.
See, that kind of pisses me off. Because I just got my Xbox a year ago.
Right.
And I like it. I like the way it is. I wish it had Blu-ray already installed.
Right.
But now they're going to fucking rate me for more money.
Well, I think I see one of the reasons they're doing that is because they figure, like I've seen it with PS3 games, because PS3 has the Blu-ray support. And there's games that they might release on multiple discs that you really only need to, you know, that you can put on one Blu-ray.
Mm-hmm.
And you wouldn't need to, like, release, like, 3 or 4 discs, because I know that there are some Xbox games out there that are spread across like 3 discs. I don't have specific titles. I know my brother has one or two.
I don't get into shit like that, dude. I'm real cut and dry when it comes to my games.
Right, yeah, so am I. I don't, you know, I can't play like those RPG things and all that crap. I can't get into that.
Yeah, if it's not fucking, if it's not like a Resident Evil, or Dead Rising, or Red Dead Redemption, anything along the lines of just where I could see my character killing other characters. I don't like fucking first-person shooters.
Yeah, I can't stand that either. They piss me off.
Like, I hate that. 2 fucking hands on the screen.
Yeah.
Like, I want to watch 2 fucking hands run around the screen.
Yeah, right?
Oh man, that pisses me off. But I will play Left 4 Dead. That's the only first-person, and that's probably only because it's a zombie-killing game.
Right, if it wasn't a zombie-killing thing, then you'd be like, fuck this, I'm not playing it.
I would never played it. I'd have been like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, right. Well, then In Time comes out this week. That could, you know, that kind of looks like that would be a good concept for a video game.
Yes, it would. Actually, dude, it's a pretty cool concept for a movie, period.
Really?
But
so you liked it?
Yeah, there's a report out there
Yeah.
that the movie was lifted from a book from the mid-'80s.
Mm-hmm.
So,
really?
And it's the same guy who wrote. He has a writing credit for Terminator 2 because he had sued that they had stole his idea about robots traveling in time to kill humans.
Huh.
Yeah, that whole idea was lifted, and so he got a writing credit and he got paid for Terminator 2.
No shit. That's one that I'll probably check out one of these days. I'll probably get that from Netflix. I probably won't get the Blu-ray on that deal.
Dude, out of all of them, out of all the shit that you buy, too, If
Yeah.
you're going to buy something, buy
Yeah.
this. This is a movie you wouldn't regret.
So in time, you would actually recommend that I buy the Blu-ray.
Oh,
Because
hell
it's a
yeah.
combo pack. It's a Blu-ray DVD combo pack.
Yeah, and what's the asking price?
I think Amazon's got it for 20.
I would wait for it to hit 15 or...
Yeah, I was gonna, in 2 weeks on the marketplace, it'll be a shitload cheaper.
Yeah, do that.
The Thing is out this week as well, as a combo pack for 20.
That's another good movie.
Best Buy's got it for 20. Yeah, I definitely want to,
Yeah, don't buy it for 20. It's worth a buy, but not
Well, I
for
have
20.
gift cards, so I'm for Best Buy, so I'm probably gonna go there tomorrow and pick it up.
Oh, well then, hell yeah. Spend those gift cards.
Yeah, you're not kidding. I'm gonna get The Thing. What else was I getting? I'm gonna get The Thing, I'm gonna get Dream House, and I'm gonna get, that movie, The Big Year comes out this week.
What's The Big Year?
The Big Year's the one with, Jack Black and Owen Wilson,
Oh,
Steve
bird
Martin.
watching.
Yeah, I heard
wanted
that
to
was
see
actually
that.
pretty good. Yeah, I heard it was pretty good. That's a combo pack, too. I think it's on sale for 20 this week.
I like Luke and Owen.
Yeah, no, so do I. Dude, did you ever see a movie called The Darjeeling Limited?
Yeah.
Yeah, did you like that one?
That's the one where, wasn't that their first movie?
I think Bottle Rocket was their first movie.
No, yeah, you're right. It was Bottle Rocket. That's what I was thinking about. I was
Yeah.
thinking about Bottle Rocket. I like Bottle Rocket. I thought that was real funny.
Yeah, it's done by, what the hell is it? Wes Anderson does those movies. He's pretty good as a director. Like, dude, there was another movie that he did that I just picked up on Blu-ray. I think Amazon had it on sale for 20. It's a Criterion. Rushmore. Did you ever see that?
Bits and pieces.
Yeah.
And I wish I would have gotten into it because it looks like it's a solid, funny movie.
Dude, it is. It definitely is. It definitely is. It's one of those that, that's the thing, like, Bill Murray, say what you will about him, but he's still got a pretty good career going with,
how
pretty,
he picks
pretty,
his projects.
Yeah.
He usually picks some good shit.
He does, and I mean, they're not always, like, big mainstream films. He does a lot of, like, independent, smaller films, but they're all solid performances. I mean, even that movie, I think it came out in, like, 2009, or maybe 2010 now, was, he was in it with Robert Duvall, called, Get Low.
I haven't seen that.
Yeah, it's a small, it is like an indie film. It's out now. I don't know if Netflix Instant has it or not, but that's definitely one of those that it's a really,
Robert Duvall plays an old man, and he's, like, gonna hold a funeral?
Right.
Okay.
He's gonna hold a funeral for himself, and Bill Murray plays the owner or the director of the funeral home.
Yes.
Where he wants to hold the funeral, and he kind of helps organize it.
For that.
Dude, it's actually it's a really good film. I mean, it's a little slow at parts, but it's a solid performance, I think, by both of them, actually. Now we're going to get into what's hitting theaters this week, and I'll tell you, man, it just seems piss poor. It really does. Big Miracle hits this week.
What the hell is that?
It's a movie about whales or something that are, like, beached and they die, or they're gonna die and they have to be saved.
Barrymore, we gotta dig holes to save the whales.
Yeah, with Ted Danson, who should go and do 3 Men and a Baby 3.
Three men and an old lady.
Yeah, you're not kidding. That's what it's gonna be. They did talk about at one point coming back and doing a third one.
For all the shit I could talk about that,
right?
I would probably watch it.
No, so would I.
The first two.
Yeah, so would I. I mean, look, it's been 3 Men and a Little Lady came out in 1990. So you figure it's been 22 years. I think we're due for a sequel.
It was 1990?
1990 when 3 Men and a Little Lady came out.
What year was the 3 Men and a Baby?
3 Men and a Baby was 87. 3 Men and a Little Lady was 90. So now it's 22 years after 3 Men and a Little Lady. Let's
Yeah, let's see what that little girl's up to. She would only be 36.
Right. When you think of it, dude, 36 is fucking...
Yeah. Because she was, what, 10 or 12 in 3... Or was she 9? I think she was 9.
Yeah, they, you know...
Little lady, she was 9.
Right, you know what, they could change it so, like, in this one, she's 21. They'll just make it so not as much time has passed.
That's a large stretch. Considering how much those guys have aged, except for Tom Selleck. That motherfucker
Tom
doesn't
Selleck
age.
still looks good, dude.
Yeah, he looks like... Dude, I wish I looked like Tom Selleck now.
Dude, I saw Steve Guttenberg on Rachel Ray about a month ago.
He's in fucking good shape, too.
He is. I mean, he does look a little older, but he is basically in good shape. But Ted Danson, phew.
I think it's just the gray hair. I think
right, he's got to just color his hair, I think. Yeah. He's definitely got to color his hair. That's a no-brainer. But yeah, Big Miracle, I think, I'm going to skip that one. I don't know about you, but I'm skipping it.
I won't even illegally watch that.
No.
I will not sully my good name of illegal movie watching.
Yeah, right.
Watching that.
Because imagine if that would be the movie that would get you busted.
Oh my God.
Would that piss you off or what?
Dude, after that whole trailer debacle,
right,
with fucking Sony.
Yeah.
You know, I wrote him an email too.
Did you get a response?
Oh no.
Oh, they don't give a shit.
But I was thinking, like, these fucking pricks are the type of people that would come after me because I spoiled their whole, trailer release.
Right.
Which I found out why they were so pissed. And that was because they were building it up.
Oh.
And they were on Facebook like, hey, get us trending on Twitter and we'll release another photo. Keep us trending on Twitter and we'll keep releasing more photos. Then somebody was like, hey, this guy has the fucking trailer out already.
Right.
And they were like, didn't say nothing for a couple hours, and then you see their next post. Official trailer drops right now.
Yeah, right.
Early. So I fucked up their whole multi-million-dollar marketing plan.
Yeah, because they just wanted to get like 2 million followers on Twitter or whatever.
Exactly. But that's just a normal day for me.
Yeah.
Rich, what did you do? I fucked up a multi-million-dollar advertising plan for Resident Evil and Sony.
Yeah,
I did that all before breakfast.
Dude, their fucking publicity department was probably steaming over that.
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome. I love it. And Chronicle drops this week.
Yes, Chronicle. I'm actually looking forward to that.
Yeah, that does look good. That looks good, and The Woman in Black looks good. I saw Daniel Radcliffe on Live with Kelly this morning. He was co-hosting.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, and he was talking about the flick. It seems
good.
pretty good. Yeah, no, it
looks
really
like
does.
It's going to be very interesting.
Yeah, I definitely think so. Madonna's got a new movie out this week that's getting a limited release.
Is that the one she won the Golden Globe for?
Probably. I think she wrote and directed it. It's called We.
Yeah, Madonna could go fuck herself.
Yeah, I don't even know what the hell We is.
Really, she's lost all relevancy to me. Since,
right.
Evita, I would say that was the last time she was relevant to me.
Right. Have you ever seen Truth or Dare?
Yeah. Actually, no. Maybe I seen the Mike Myers skit on SNL.
Right.
Where he does, Wayne's World.
Yeah.
And he does Truth or Dare with her. I think that's the one I seen.
Yeah. Well, that movie's coming to Blu-ray in April, I think. From Lionsgate, that should be different. The Innkeepers gets a limited release this week.
I mean, if it's on video demand, why?
I don't know. I've never understood that marketing thing. I'll probably just check it out. It It hits Blu-ray and DVD on April 24th, I believe. So,
like, why waste money on prints if
Right.
you're going to release it video on demand? That's the whole point, is to save
well, that's
your
why
money.
it's limited release. They'll probably only release it to like 10 theaters across the country.
We got 10 35mm prints. Make them
Right.
count.
Yeah, you're not kidding. Then you have this movie Kill List. That's another limited. I don't know really what that is.
I hear good things about it, but it hasn't come across my plate yet.
Right.
When it does, though, I'll be sure to watch it and review it.
Yeah. And we also have limited release this week, Kid Toons Barbie in a Mermaid Tale 2.
Now that I'm fucking sold. That is what I'm going to see.
Look at this little poster. You see Barbie as a mermaid swimming with dolphins.
Mike, we're on radio and I can't look at your poster.
We'll just go to moviephone.com
Oh, I'm looking
and
at
click
it right now. Wow.
and click coming soon. It looks different. Limited release, that's another one that's probably only going to get like 10 or 20 screens across the country, and that's it. So, now's that all-important fun time when we get into what did we watch this week? And I know, for myself, Rich, I watched probably more movies this week than I have in the past few months, because I like to watch movies, but I have to be in the mood to watch a movie.
I think you like collecting movies more than watching them.
I love collecting movies, because my whole philosophy is I'll get them, and then I have them for a rainy day to go back and watch them.
But do you
again.
even watch them on those days it rains?
No.
No, you're like, I don't want to take it out of the package.
Well, no, that's the thing. Like, if I buy something, I'll open it immediately.
Oh my, why?
And then it just sits.
If you're not going to watch it, you leave it in the plastic.
I don't do that. I have to open it immediately. Like, as soon as I get it, I open it.
See, I
'Cause
bought
I have to
a
look at the
special
disc.
edition Scarface,
Right?
and I never opened it. And then
Uh-huh.
after a year, I was like, well, hell, I didn't open it this long. I don't think I'm ever going to open it. So I
You
got
know that's on
special
Blu-ray
edition.
now.
Mine's the DVD one.
Really?
Yeah, but I'm not opening it. It's still in the original cellophane and everything, so
Yeah, but what if you want to watch Scarface?
tough shit.
Oh, that's...
I won't open it. I will make it. I will go and look for it online to watch it before I would open it.
Really? Well, I do have some things that are in the packaging. I have a copy of Halloween 2, Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, that was sent to me from somebody that I know that works or used to work for Dimension.
Oh, really?
And it has a little note that he sent attached on Dimension Film stationery attached to it.
Okay. You got some
And
Dimension swag there.
Yep, I even saved the FedEx packaging because he sent it via FedEx. I even saved the FedEx packaging.
Now, what happened to this connection?
This gentleman still works for the Weinsteins, but he has a freelance deal as producer, so he can pretty much go wherever he wants. But I think he's still involved with like Halloween, and I know he was involved with Apollo 13 and Scream 4 and all that stuff.
When Halloween 3 drops,
Yeah.
you need to get us
Well, I
Halloween
will
3 swag.
I will tell you this. This gentleman, Todd Farmer's first script from 2009.
Uh-huh.
This gentleman was the first person to read it.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So he was the first one who was like, okay, Todd
He was
got
the first
something
one
here.
to say thought that it was a great script and basically told Bob. And he said that I think at one point he was even the gentleman that was working with Todd trying to plan out the effects and locations and all for the film back in 2009 when they were originally going to start production.
Yeah, speaking of Todd, how about his past week air over on Facebook and Twitter.
Yeah,
The barrage
you're right.
of fucking hate mail coming from none other than Horrorbid.
Oh, yeah, well.
First, what was it? The fake article about him on set with Halloween 3?
Yeah, him on set with Tyler.
Yeah, and that they were filming Halloween 3. And
Right.
then 2 days later, it was fuck
Horrorbid. Horrorbid's the... And then I love how Todd's like, Horrorbid is the Fox News of horror.
Yes.
That is like the best quote in the world.
That you couldn't come up with a more true statement.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Wonder why so much hate directed towards him.
I don't know. Then didn't you say that the dude that runs Horrorbid wrote some sort of article about Todd or something after Todd said that on Twitter about...
I'd caught wind that after Todd had shown that he'd seen all the fucking hate mail coming from there.
Right.
That Boo Man wrote a little backtracking love letter there.
Right.
About how it's all just good fun.
Mm-hmm.
But it's crossing a line at this point, so he had to shut the article down.
Right.
And we should never believe anything we read on the internet.
Yeah.
Or maybe we shouldn't believe anything we read from certain fucking sites.
Oh, I agree with you 100%.
Like if you're going to keep telling me that Halloween fucking 4 is greenlit for a 2014 4D release.
Yeah, right.
And you say this 4 times, and each time you have to write a retraction. Well, you only write a retraction after the first 2 times, and then the next 2 you just try to play it off like it never even happened.
Right, or that it was submitted by some kid who doesn't matter.
Oh, that is classic too. Saying, I think some kid wrote it.
Yeah, that's not going to fly.
Yeah, that's not real. I don't even know what the hell you would call that. Oh, I know. Here's the perfect word for it.
Yeah.
Glorified form.
Right. Well, any credibility that Horrorbid had with me is kind of out the window, honestly.
Yeah, that ship sailed.
Yeah. I think. I definitely think that it's done. It's done. But anyway, Rich, what did you have? Did you get a chance to watch anything this week?
I did. I got to watch. Well, I bought National Lampoon's Family Vacation.
Right, the first one.
Yes.
Yeah.
I got to watch that, and it came with the commentary and stuff.
Awesome.
I didn't watch it with the commentary yet. I'm meaning to do that. I might get into that tonight.
Sounds good.
And then, I can't remember what else I watched, but I know I watched something.
Yeah. Well, I watched this movie, I Don't Want to Be Born, a.k.a. The Devil Within Her, which is a movie with Donald in it from 1975, also starring Joan Collins and Carolyn Monroe.
Is that good?
I thought it was very good.
That cast sounds very good.
It's kind of like the UK's answer to Rosemary's Baby and The Exorcist.
Okay.
It's very good. Donald plays a doctor, and spoiler alert, he does meet his demise in the film, which I'm still kind of upset about, but I'm dealing with it.
That always puts a kink in your day.
It puts a damper on the whole movie watching experience for me at that point.
Now, is it worse knowing that Donald has actually passed in real life and having to see that on screen?
Yeah, because a lot of the times when I watch that, I feel like I'm losing him all over again, so I will usually break down.
Wow. That's, it's okay, Mike. You just take that one day at a time.
I try to. It's 17 years now, and I still can't deal with it very well.
Now, what are you going to do? Let's say you're 44.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have your little boy there. You have a kid.
Well, I'm never going to have a child, but let's say hypothetically I have a child.
We're just talking hypothetically.
Okay.
This is Universe 2. In Universe 2, you have a little boy.
Right.
You're fucking 44 years old.
Yeah.
You're sitting there watching Halloween with them. And
Yeah.
you're explaining the importance of Donald Pleasence to the series.
Yeah.
And then here comes Donald's birthday, and you pull out a cake.
Yeah.
Now, what do you do? Let's say your kid grows up. Now you're in your late 50s, 60s.
Right.
Your kid's older. And
Yeah.
it's like, you know, Dad, you're just fucking weirding me out, man. You know, you're still buying cakes for a man you've never met.
Right.
And you're celebrating his birthday.
Yeah.
How are
And
you
his
going to
best day.
justify this to, you know, the little one? How are you going to explain to him, like, no, Donald was an important man. His roles have contributed so much to cinema history.
And not just cinema history, just my life in general. He's made me the person that I am today.
How so?
I mean-
Elaborate on that one.
I don't know. It's just he's got like such a screen presence that just he. I don't know. Every movie that he's in, I just feel like he classes it up. He just takes it to another level.
He does. That is it, dude. That is a true statement. He does. He can make a movie. He could take a shitty movie,
Right.
and by putting him in there, it becomes a good movie. I watched.
Oh, believe me. Yeah.
I watched
mean,
this John Carpenter movie,
yeah.
and it takes place in a church.
Yeah, Prince of Darkness.
Yes, that's exactly what it is.
Yep.
And the movie's really not like too really fucking good.
Right.
It sucks.
Right.
But I watched it because I was like, Donald's in it. I think it's going to be good.
Right.
And the only scenes I found myself enjoying were the ones where I got to see him.
Right. And you know what? The exact same thing happened to me. There was a movie called Night Creature that Donald was in. I believe it was from. Don't quote me on this because I'm not sure. It was definitely from the 70s. It was just a weird fucking movie about like this jungle cat that fucking like attacked people.
In the city?
And Donald, no, it was like in a village type setting. And Donald played this person that was in this village. I'll be honest with you, if Donald was not in that movie, I would have never fucking watched it.
I believe that.
Because it was, honestly, dude, it was a horrible fucking movie. But the scenes that Donald was in, I was like, wow, he really makes this watchable for me.
He does. He has that ability to take a fucking retarded movie
Right.
and be like, hey, you know, this actually has some entertainment value.
Right, like he puts his golden touch on it.
Halloween
In a way.
5. The only reason I watch Halloween 5 is because of Donald.
Exactly.
Like, Halloween 5 is the worst fucking Halloween ever.
It is.
So stupid. Stupid as shit.
It is.
But I get to see Dr. Loomis, and it's the real fucking Dr. Loomis, so I'm happy.
Right? I mean, can't ask for more than that, right? I mean, you know. And I also, I mean, on Rabbit and Red, I even voiced that Paranormal Activity 3 I thought was the worst of the series. I popped in the unrated director's cut the other night. My opinion didn't change.
Really?
Yeah, it's still, ugh. It just makes me want to just like hurl. I can't do it.
What exactly is it that, you know, gets you down?
It's the same thing. You know, when I read I saw it on some site or some quote. Somebody said, you know, Paranormal Activity is a type of movie that, you know, if you do like the subtle scares and you do all that type of thing, that it's effective maybe once or twice, but when the same things keep happening, people just become immune to it, and it just loses its effect.
I become very annoyed, and that's where I'm like, you know, I'll turn this shit off.
Right.
So glad I never sat down to watch that. You
I
took
still
that one
think
from me.
Yeah, but I still think that the first one I think the first one you have to sit through, even though, it's just, I don't know what to say. Like, everybody said the first one was so scary, and I just don't see it. And even in the third one, like on the trailers for the third one, it'd be like, the last 15, and even on the back of the Blu-ray case for the third one, it says, the last 15 minutes will mess you up for life.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
I've watched it, and I'm fine, and I've seen the last 15 minutes twice now.
You know what'll mess you up for life?
What's that?
Buried. Watch the movie Buried. That
Right.
will mess you up. If you have a fear of being buried alive, which I'm pretty sure 99% of the population does.
Oh.
This will fuck
I don't even
your
want to
mind
imagine it.
6 ways from Sunday.
Really?
Yes.
It's
that gut-wrenching on the edge of your seat, like, please, like, I don't know if I should watch this. I'm just going to turn it off. It's making me sick. What if this happens to me? How would I react in this situation? Oh, my God, I'm going to get buried alive. Somebody's going to kidnap me and bury me alive just to see what would happen to me. You start going off the wall in your mind thinking that this could possibly happen to you, and it just makes you that much more sick.
Right.
That's real fucking fear.
Yeah, I don't know. It seems to me, I was wondering, is that whole thing, is he in the coffin?
The whole movie takes place with Ryan Reynolds in a coffin. He wakes up, he's trapped in the coffin, and then you find out within the first 5 minutes that he was a non-military truck driver, transporting goods in Iraq.
Right.
And they take him hostage because they want money.
And that's the thing.
And that's the plot, is how long is he going to live in this fucking coffin? Are they going to be able to find him?
Right.
It makes you really think about everything. And, it not only does it make you think about, could I be buried alive or anything, but it makes you think about, like, those videos where they kidnapped Americans and then they chop their heads off.
Right.
It kind of puts you in the position where you get to see how they were freaking out before what happened.
Right. Yeah, I mean, that to me just seems like a surreal movie. Like, it just seems like something that I don't know if I'd be able to watch it. Like, I think that it would just get to a point where I would just be like, I don't know if I could take this. Like, it seems like a very intense movie.
It is. Very. Like, halfway through, I was like, man, I don't know if I want to watch this, because I don't want the ending to, be something that I just can't take.
Right.
And that has never happened to me in ever watching any fucking movie. That's the first time, and it was kind of weird because I didn't know how to react to the feeling of, like anxiety or fear.
Right.
I don't know if it was fear. See, I've never been actually afraid. So maybe that was fear, and that, it was fucked up.
So it's like that was like true fear in a sense.
Yes.
Before I forget, I popped my Arrow cherry this week.
Oh, did you?
I watched that Slaughter High special edition that Arrow released.
That's right.
Back in August for the 25th anniversary.
All over Facebook there.
Dude, I'll tell you, Arrow Video is the UK's, it's like the criterion for horror films in the UK. It's amazing.
Yeah, the
I love
releases
them.
are, up there. They're above standard.
Dude, it's got fucking 2 commentary tracks on the disc. 2 commentary tracks. One with the director and I think some other people, and then another track with some critics and all that stuff, which actually, that stuff seems pretty cool.
Yeah. Now, what was the price? Hit them with the price.
Well, I got it from Amazon UK, obviously. It's in PAL, so you have to have an all-region DVD player to play it. you have to, or you can play it on a computer if you have decrypting software, or you can convert it to NTSC.
Uh-huh.
But I got it from the UK. It was $16.94 shipped.
See? Look at that. Awesome features with a fucking awesome price.
Yeah. And it's even got a behind-the-scenes, well, not behind-the-scenes, really, but it has a featurette where the director, well, he wrote it and directed it, talks about making the film. They have another featurette with Carolyn Monroe, who was in many movies, like she was in that I Don't Want to Be Born, or The Devil Within Her, it's also called. She was in Maniac, and a lot of the Hammer, like the Hammer movies from the 70s.
Yes.
So, I mean, you know, it's got a featurette with her talking about her career, plus talking about Slaughter High, you know, so, I mean, you can't beat it. You cannot beat it for that price.
Yeah, so definitely people should check out Amazon UK.
Definitely, and if you can, yeah, pick it up. And I guess, Rich, we are going to end the show a little differently this week, because Thursday will be the 17th anniversary of Donald Pleasence's death. So Rich was nice enough to put together a little tribute to Donald, as it were.
Yes,
Yes. So we're going to end the show with Rich's tribute to Donald. And, you know, we'll, I know for Thursday I'm going to try to watch some Donald films. Usually I do watch Halloween 6 on that day, as a remembrance. So maybe everyone out there listening, if you want to do a little special Donald viewing of one of your favorite Donald performances, do it on that day, you know, show a little Donald Pleasence love. And
we should do a commentary for Donald Pleasence's day.
Yeah.
We should watch the same movie at the same time.
Right.
And record a commentary about what makes the movie so enjoyable about Donald.
That would actually be pretty neat. That actually would be. We should consider that. Although Thursday I think we're doing Rabbit. I think Thursday I'm doing Rabbit and Red.
You mean the show that you're beating in the Nielsen ratings?
We are. That's very surprising.
Yeah, you're beating yourself.
Yeah, that's surprising. I mean, I don't know. Maybe this week may change that. For I guess I can announce it here. I don't think Vince will get mad. But this week on Rabbit in Red, for everybody who is a Michael Myers mask or just a mask enthusiast in general, we have Chris Zeffro, the president of Trick or Treat Studios, the studio that is releasing the new Myers mask this October. He will be joining us this week, so you never know. That could beat out Mike's Movie Madness.
I think that one might. I think that's going to be an awesome show.
It could, and I know that we have some interesting topics to talk about as well. But until then, everybody enjoy the Donald tribute. Thank you so much, Rich, for putting it together. You did great work.
Not a problem. Thank you.
And until next week, we'll see you at the movies.
You don't know what death is.
It's some kind of joke. They trick-or-treated to death tonight.
You don't know what death is.
It's some kind of joke. They trick-or-treated to death tonight.
You don't know what death is.
It's some kind of joke. They trick-or-treated to death tonight.
You don't know what death is. You don't know what death is.
I met him 15 years ago. I was told there was nothing left. No reason, no conscience, no understanding, and even the most rudimentary sense of life or death, of good or evil, right or wrong. I met this 6-year-old child with this blank, pale, emotionless face, and the blackest eyes, the devil's eyes. I spent 8 years trying to reach him. And then another 7 trying to keep him locked up because I realized that what was living behind that boy's eyes was purely and simply evil.
You fought the Duke of New York. You're a number 1. You don't know what death is.
I met him 15 years ago. I was told there's nothing left.
You don't know what death is. Shut it 6 times. You fought the Duke of New York. You're a number 1.
The blackest eyes. The devil's eyes.
Shut it 6 times. You fought the Duke of New York. You're a number 1. I shot him in the heart.
I spent 8 years trying to reach him.
Shot him 6 times. I shot him in the heart.
And then another 7 trying to keep him locked up because I realized that what was living behind that boy's eyes was purely and simply evil.
You fought the Duke of New York. You're a number 1. I shot him in the heart. I shot him 6 times. You don't know what death is. You fought the Duke of New York. You're a number 1.